Good evening, I'm Miracle Garrett.
And I'm Emma Birch, and welcome to this edition of U Central News.
And school safety is on the agenda for the state of Oklahoma. The governor's office has released new safety initiatives. Governor Stitt says he wants Oklahoma schools to be one of the safest places kids can be. Highlights include several preventative measures, including safety and security team, adopt a school, risk assessments, and threat assessments. A professor in the UCO Criminal Justice Program indicated that the initiative is a positive step for school safety.
I have a couple of takeaways. First of all, I'm very happy to see it. I'm happy to see that OHP will be, each OHP trooper will be responsible for interacting with at least one school. 1 hour a week is good to start. I'm happy to see they're going to be doing security surveys of the buildings to make sure that they are secure, that there's locks on the doors, I hope, and that the students and the teachers in particular are well versed in emergency procedures in the event one of these tragic events occurs.
Response measures have also included rave panic buttons and apps, law enforcement active shooter emergency response, and run, hide, fight training. Superintendent Walters echoed the governor's statement, citing school safety as a sacred obligation and pointing to comprehensive school safety measures to prevent and respond to potential threats.
School safety is especially timely after a deadly shooting at Choctaw football game. 15-year-old Davion Hamilton is now charged with first-degree murder for the death of 16-year-old Corday Carter. The fatal shooting occurred back on August 25th. Hamilton is accused of shooting Carter in the groin, where he later died in a local hospital. Hamilton was originally charged with second-degree murder.
What is going on?
The Choctaw Sheriff's Office is still investigating the off-duty officer who shot another man in the chest at the time of the chaos. The off-duty officer is on administrative leave, and no court date has been set for Hamilton.
Oh, we've got people shooting.
And after nearly 2 weeks on the run, a manhunt in Pennsylvania has escalated now that the fugitive is armed.
Well, the weather has been quite nice. Little cloudy outside, not like the happiest.
We considered him desperate. We considered him dangerous.
And now, escaped killer Danilo Cavalcante is armed with a rifle.
He's killed 2 people previously. I would suspect that he's desperate enough to use that weapon.
Police say Cavalcante acquired that weapon late Monday night when he walked into an open garage in Chester County, surprising the homeowner inside.
He grabbed a .22 rifle that was leaning in the corner of the garage. The homeowner drew a pistol and fired at Cavalcante as he fled with the rifle. We have no reason to believe that he is injured as a result of that shooting.
For the community, it's a frightening escalation.
We ask residents in and around this vicinity to please secure homes, outbuildings, and vehicles.
Muddy tracks found in nearby woods matched Cavalcante's prison shoes that were later found discarded. On day 13, some question why finding tracks didn't speed up the manhunt.
It's not a matter of just charging into the woods and knowing that, it's that away. It's a matter of sweeping methodically through the woods, checking buildings and so forth.
Pennsylvania's governor asking for enhanced vigilance Tuesday.
Call us if you see something that looks suspicious. If you're not sure, still call us anyway.
One career FBI agent and fugitive hunter fears Cavalcante could be bracing for an armed showdown.
It appears to me that his game plan is now to fight. Law enforcement is going to bring that fight to him.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Well, Miracle, even though it's cloudy and kind of not the prettiest look outside, those 70s right now, so much better than last week.
So much better than the heat that we've been having. Jules, what is the weather looking like?
Thank you guys, and happy Tuesday, UCO family. My name is Jules Black, and I'm here to give you your first look at weather. So right now we're sitting at 72 degrees, partly cloudy. We're not seeing a lot of sun out in the sky today. The winds are going to be northeast 8 miles per hour, and that humidity is 68%, making it feel a little bit warmer. It feels like 73 outside. Later tonight, it's going to cool down a bit, 60 degrees, clear skies. Our winds are going to be northeast, about 3 to 6 miles per hour. Our humidity, again, 68%, and it's going to be clear, so no chances of rain. That's all I have here for your first look at weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Jules. Well, just in time for this new round of COVID, the FDA has approved for new versions of Pfizer and Moderna shots. They're expected to roll out over the next couple of weeks. Once the CDC director signs off, then pharmacies and doctors' offices will be able to give out these shots. The new boosters are expected to be effective for the current dominant U.S. strain and emerging ones. And flu season is also here, so the UCO faculty, staff, and students will have the opportunity to get vaccines soon. The clinic will be held in the Nye University Center a week from Thursday from 9 to 3. Vaccinations are provided for free with anyone with health insurance cards. Limited vaccinations are also available for free for uninsured members of the UCO community. Walk-in appointments are accepted, but pre-registration is recommended.
And it's important to stay healthy while you're in college, but it's also important for students to stay mentally healthy. Veteran students have advice for incoming students to prepare.
One thing I found that helps me de-stress is getting out of my own head and talking to a friend that makes me laugh a lot, or just listening to something that makes me laugh a lot. Not being in my own head anymore is really the way.
I would say my favorite way to de-stress is by taking a lot of naps, honestly, and sometimes I'll get a massage if I have the money, but mostly just listening to music and just sitting and doing nothing is my favorite way to de-stress from everything.
Yes, I like to read books or watch TV shows and just escape out of the real world and escape into a made-up world.
The things I like to do to lose stress or de-stress would be to stick to a pretty rigid routine. Try and do the same things every single day, and then also work out and run.
If students are finding themselves struggling with classes, UCO has plenty of opportunities for tutoring as well as many resources in the mental health department. And anyone struggling with mental issues or emotional distress can call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988, which is available 24 hours a day.
Students and teachers, the classroom is changing. Some people believe that ChatGPT is the future of our education. This Wednesday, September 13th at noon at UCO, we'll be hosting a Zoom panel that will go into detail on how this new world of current trends in AI is going to affect higher education.
And on September 14th, UCO's College of Business will be hosting a finance career fair for students who are seeking full-time or part-time employment and internship opportunities in the fields of business and finance. The event will be held from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in the UCO College of Business atrium. Be sure to bring your UCO ID, dress professionally, and bring copies of your resume. You can pre-register for the event on Handshake by 5 p.m. September 13th, and don't forget to check in at the Student Success Center table during the fair to claim a ticket for free pizza.
It's also Welcome Black Week on campus. U Central Sam Kozlowski caught up with the president of the Black Student Association for all the details.
Good afternoon, Broncos. It is a rainy, humid week here in Edmond, but it is much needed, and I am currently inside ballrooms B and C of the Nye, where the Black Student Association is starting their second night of Welcome Black Week, kicking it off with their 80s Paint and Sip Night, which is welcome to everyone.
Black Week is essentially a week full of events. We go from Monday to Sunday, and it's basically just a lot of events that cater towards the minorities here on campus.
Tomorrow, September 13th, will be 90s Skate Night at Skate Galaxy in Oklahoma City. Despite their success, the UCO Student Association has decreased funding for BSA in recent years, making event planning even more challenging than before.
Kind of difficult to ask for money with our funding because they gear towards other student activities that include everyone, which is okay, but you have to also have these safe spaces funded for minority students on campus.
Even with challenges, BSA is finishing up the week with 70s intros and their 2000s Black Outside Block Party before community service and church service on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. Reporting from the Nye, Sam Kozlowski, U Central News.
Well, Emma, the temperatures are cooling down like we said earlier. I'm ready for that fall weather to come in. What about you?
I've been counting down the days. I already have my pumpkin spice. It's finally my fall aesthetic. So yeah, coming up when we get back, Jules Black will have the first full look at weather. Stay with us, U Central.
I was raised to believe in the power of possibility, to always move forward but never forget where I came from, to value hard work, ingenuity, and hospitality. On one hand, my people are rough and rugged. On the other, refined and elegant. They taught me how to love beautiful things and cherish my past, to seek out adventure, eat well, and to have a good time. So I keep their traditions alive every place I go. They call me Oklahoma City, but you can call me the modern frontier.
Youth Central News as a whole, you got to be in those different areas, like being on camera, being off camera, being in the control room. And so I feel like that is what prepared me most about being in the workplace.
Youth Central and the Mass Comm department has provided me all the tools and the fundamentals that are needed in order to thrive well and thrive fast at my job.
Maybe it's time to hit the road and visit a place where stories unfold. This is the land of the ultimate road trip, with sights old and new on Route 66. There's fun to be had, so much to do, and a few new surprises before you get through. Oklahoma has the most miles to share of Route 66. It's really quite rare. TravelOK.com will show you the way. Come see for yourself this iconic highway.
Welcome back, Broncos. Right now I'm going to go ahead and give you your statewide current conditions. So up in Guymon we have about 66, Woodward 64, in southern Oklahoma, Altus 72, and Lawton 74. Once we get more eastern, we have 79, a lot more warmer temperatures in Idabel, and up in Miami we have 75, Ponca City 73, OKC 71. Looking all across the board, a lot cooler than it's been, but going into tomorrow statewide, it's going to get warmer, back up into those higher 70s. So Enid 77, OKC 77, Lawton back up 79, Ardmore going up into the 80s, 81, eastern Oklahoma, Miami 78, and Idabel 79. Coming back west, we have Guymon, the Panhandle, cool 70. Right now for our 7-day forecast, like I said before, we're sitting at 72 right now. Tomorrow, going up 77 with a 20% chance of rain, and Thursday, 69 with an 80% chance of precipitation, and we're looking at thunderstorms starting later in the week, with Friday 50% chance of rain, but we're definitely going to see some thunderstorms, and we're sitting at a 71. Into the week, we're not going to see so much rain, or into the weekend, sorry, we're not going to see so much rain. 50% chance, but it's going to be partly cloudy. And then Sunday, Monday, going back up into the 80s, 80 degrees Sunday and an 84 Monday, and we're going to see some sun again. That's all I have for you guys right now. I'm going to shoot it back to the desk.
Jules, well, Apple just announced the release of a new product.
And what country music star is breaking billboards while also breaking the law? Find out after the break.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision. Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent.
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit Travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back, Broncos. I'm Perla Tovar, and here are your social media updates. Trending on Twitter, Apple announced the launch of the new generation of the iPhone 15 at Apple's Wonderlust event. The iPhone
We're excited to talk about how we're taking
$799 and vary up to $999. Apple unveils the iPhone 15 with all new designs and brings new updates to its camera system, including a more advanced 48 megapixel main camera featuring a larger sensor than previous designs. Other big news is the 11-year run of the Lightning port and charger comes to an end. The new accessory that Apple customers will be using is the USB-C to Lightning adapter that you can now find on their website for $29. Other news is country music artist Zach Bryan was arrested in Veneta, Oklahoma on obstruction charges a few days ago. But this week, his self-titled album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 albums chart for the second week. According to the Luminate, the album had over 141 streams. And for all of our gamers on campus, happy National Video Games Day. If you're new around campus, be sure to check out the co-op gaming arena that we have on campus. The arena offers PC, Switch, VR, and tabletop games, including Fortnite, Rocket League, Super Smash Bros., and more. They're open 7 days a week, and you can find more information on their website to join their organization or to even explore a minor in esports if interested at coopgamingarena.com. And that's all I have. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up in sports, Mark Lowe is taking a look at UCO volleyball, who is off to a great start in receiving national recognition.
Also, the first week of the NFL season is over, and a Super Bowl winning quarterback is out for the year. Stick around, Broncos.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
going on, Broncos? My name is Mark Lowe, and this is your Tuesday Sports Rundown. UCO's volleyball team has been off to a hot start this season, and that start has the Lady Broncos ranked in the top 25 for volleyball. Currently, the Lady Chos are sitting comfortably at 8-1 and are ranked 25 in the country by the American Volleyball Coaches Association. The Lady Chos season continues tonight as they face off Oklahoma Baptist at Hamilton Fieldhouse here in Edmond at 7. Central will also play host to Newman on Thursday at 6 and Pittsburgh State on Saturday at 6. The Bronco football team comes home this weekend after a disappointing matchup against Central Missouri last weekend. The Broncos got the early lead over the Mules to start things off, but Central Missouri came howling back, making the score 14-3 at the end of the first. UCO had the better second quarter thanks to quarterback Stephon Brown, who recorded 2 rushing touchdowns to make the score 21-17 at the half, with Central Missouri leading. But it was all Mules in the second half, and they sent the Broncos home on a 41-17 loss. The Central Broncos are back this weekend when they play host to a high-scoring offense in Missouri Western. Kickoff is at 2 at Saturday at the Chad Richardson Stadium here in Edmond. NBA star Kevin Porter Jr. has pleaded not guilty after he has been charged with a felony assault and strangulation against his girlfriend and former WNBA player Kaisir Gondrasek. According to the prosecutor on early Monday, Porter had left his girlfriend with a fractured neck and vertebrae and a deep cut above her right eye. Porter was not required to enter a plea during his brief court appearance today. Porter had received an order to stay away from Gondrasek. And week 1 of the 104th NFL season is over, and man, did we see some fun games. Whether it was divisional battles or nail-biter endings, it seems like there was never a dull moment. Slick conditions caused some memorable games up in the Northeast, which kept most games on the ground. It made for a great fantasy football day for running backs across the league as the passing game suffered in the heavy rains. One of the biggest stories of the weekend was the dominant performance by the Dallas Cowboys defense on the New York Giants on Sunday Night Football. The Cowboys held the Giants to a whopping 0 points in New York and established themselves as one of the top teams in the league this season. And in other New York football news, Aaron Rodgers, who made huge noise this offseason by going to the New York Jets, is officially out for the rest of the season. Rodgers, who won a Super Bowl in Green Bay and made countless NFC Championship appearances, made his debut in the green and white last night. Rodgers played a total of 4 snaps before he was brought down and was slow to get up. After MRI scans, it was determined the former Super Bowl MVP had suffered a torn Achilles tendon. Rodgers is currently the oldest active player in the NFL at 39 years old, and it appears that age may be starting to catch up with him. Zach Wilson is set to take the reins of the Jets offense moving forward. And Emma, Miracle, did you guys happen to catch a game this weekend?
Oh, you know I did. My Dallas Cowboys, they dominated, making me very excited for this season.
I didn't catch a game, but I am so excited for the fair, and Jules Black will have those temperatures whenever we come back. Yeah, I just...
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back. Well, the Oklahoma State Fair starts this Thursday. I cannot believe it's already here. The fair will take place until Sunday the 24th. Activities will start at 10 a.m. each day. The fair will have rides, livestock shows, and some very interesting food like meat candy on a stick, Korean corn dogs, and pickled pie are all the new foods coming to the fair. Tickets are $15 and can be purchased at the fairground gates.
Pickle pie.
I'm kind of intrigued. I don't know if I like pickles and I like pie, but maybe not together.
Right.
Well, hopefully the weather will stay as nice as it is right now. Jules, what is it looking like so far?
So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up with our weather headlines. Definitely this week it's going to be rainy. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday all have rain chances, so do not forget your umbrella. Do not forget a jacket. I know I have forgotten my umbrella so many times, and I get soaked. Another weather headline is hazardous weather. So again, like I said before, we have those thunderstorms coming up. So yeah, but you know, I feel like next week it's going to be OKC State Fair weather perfect, and I can't wait to go. I don't know about you guys.
I am very excited.
I'm super excited.
I went to the fair last year with a group of friends, and we ate as much food as we possibly could. We went and sang karaoke, which I feel bad for the people that had to hear that, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see what they have this year.
I'm super excited. The only thing that I'm not excited about is if it gets freezing cold at night. So Jules, please keep us updated on those temperatures, because I just don't want to freeze next week.
Yeah, well, that's all the time we have for today. I'm Emma Birch.
And I'm Miracle Garrett. You guys have a great night.